You know, there are some songs that aren't just music. They're more like cultural anchors. And today, we're going to dive deep into one of those. Halt dich an deiner Liebe fest by the legendary German band Ton Steine Scherben. It's a song that came out of a very specific moment of crisis, but somehow its message feels more relevant today than ever.
And really, at its core, the song is grappling with this huge question that we've all faced at some point, right? Where do you find your footing when the world feels unstable or hostile or just confusing? It's this super fundamental human question that gives the song its incredible, lasting power. So, to really understand how this song works its magic, we're going to break it down. We'll start with the crisis it was born from, then we'll decode its simple but powerful appeal. After that, we'll analyze the language it uses to offer comfort, uncover two really different ways to interpret its meaning, and finally, see how its ultimate power lies in its beautiful simplicity.
Okay, so to truly get this song, we have to kind of transport ourselves back in time to the exact moment it was created.
The song kicks off with this really stark image of isolation. When no one is with you, you think that no one is looking for you. Wow. It just immediately throws you into this feeling of profound loneliness, an atmosphere that was, frankly, the very air people were breathing back then.
So, picture this. It's the early 1970s in West Germany. Things are tense. You've got massive social turmoil, political radicalization, and a whole counterculture questioning everything. It's in the middle of all this intense uncertainty that Ton Steine Scherben releases this song, back in 1975.
But here's what makes this song so different from all the other political anthems of the time. Instead of being this big, loud, collective chant, it goes small. It gets intimate. The speaker talks directly to you, or du in German, and that simple choice creates this immediate sense of trust, of closeness. It feels like a friend pulling you aside to offer some quiet advice in a really chaotic world. So, the song sets up this crisis. How does it actually respond to it? Well, the answer isn't just in the lyrics, it's baked into its brilliant and oh-so-simple structure. Every single verse paints another picture of despair. We're talking loneliness, hopelessness, that feeling that your whole world is just collapsing. But after each and every one of these dark descriptions, the song offers the exact same consistent, unwavering answer. It creates this powerful rhythm of problem and solution, of darkness and a little bit of light.
And that repeated answer is, of course, the refrain. Now, a refrain isn't just the catchy part of a song you sing along to. Its function here is way deeper. It provides structure, sure, but more importantly, it offers a sense of stability. In a song that's all about losing your footing, the refrain is the solid ground you can always come back to.
And here it is. Here is that anchor, Halt dich an deiner Liebe fest. Hold on to your love. This is so much more than a line. It's a mantra, it's an instruction, it's a promise. It gets repeated again and again, and it becomes the one reliable thing in a world where everything else feels uncertain.
So you can almost see the song's communication strategy as this incredibly powerful three-step formula. First, it acknowledges a crisis that you, the listener, can totally relate to. Second, it speaks directly to you, making it super personal. And third, it hammers home its central message over and over as a constant, reliable anchor. I mean, it's a perfect recipe for creating profound comfort.
So how does it pull this off so effectively? Let's zoom in a little closer on the specific words and tools it's using.
The secret sauce here is its absolute simplicity. There's no fancy poetry, no big academic words. The sentences are short, they're direct, they're easy to get. This isn't a lecture, it's a heartfelt conversation. And that directness makes it feel incredibly authentic and trustworthy.
Okay, quick grammar term alert. Imperative. The song's core line, hold on, is technically an imperative, a command, but its function here gets totally flipped on its head. This isn't some order being barked from on high. It's delivered with so much warmth and empathy that it feels like a piece of caring, urgent advice from someone who really gets what you're going through.
So when you really break it down, you see this song is built on just a few super powerful elements. The imagery is all very basic: cold, darkness, wind, these universal feelings of despair. And standing against all of that negativity is just one positive leitmotif: love. And the key action? Festhalten, to hold on tight. It's a physical act of resistance against all the forces trying to pull you apart. Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting. This incredibly simple text actually opens itself up to multiple really profound layers of meaning. Let's look at two of the most powerful ways to hear this song.
So on the one hand, you can hear this as an existential song of comfort. In a world that feels cold and alienating, Love is your personal anchor, the thing that gives you individual strength to carry on. But then, you can also read it as a political and ethical statement. In this view, love is the foundation for solidarity. It's the humane principle that has to guide any political movement, keeping it from turning into rigid dogma, or worse, hate.
And this, right here, is the absolute genius of the song. The word love is never defined. Is it romantic love? Is it love for humanity? Is it love for a political idea? The song never tells you. And by leaving that space open, it allows every single person who listens to it to pour their own meaning right in, which is what makes it so universally relatable, even decades later.
All right, let's bring this all together. How has this one seemingly simple song managed to have such a massive impact for over half a century?
Well, the key takeaway is this. We have to understand that the song's simplicity, its basic language, its repetitive structure, that's not a weakness. It is not a lack of artistry.
In fact, it's the complete opposite. That very simplicity is the source of its timeless power. By stripping everything else away, it gets right down to a core human truth that just resonates with anyone, anytime, anywhere.
I mean, the proof is in the pudding, right? For over 50 years, this song has been a source of comfort and inspiration for people long after the specific political drama of 1970s Germany has faded into history. Its message has proven to be truly universal.
Which brings us right back to our opening question, but with a new twist. The song proposes love as the ultimate anchor. So it kind of leaves us with this thought. In our own chaotic times, what are the simple, powerful messages that we hold on to for stability? What's your love?